if I got you. You stole my heart away with the things that you do. And lately, you drive me crazy, baby.
How's it going, TM Squad? Welcome back to another video. We have the same clothes on, so that means 2 videos.
You say hi to everybody? Say hi!
So we have the same clothes on, that means 2 videos in one day, though this one's going to be uploaded on a different day. But I wanted to take just a little while to talk about our story, talk about what it's like being young parents, what our mindsets are like, and pretty much what we want to achieve. You know, while we're as young as we are, we definitely have a lot more time to achieve what we want. So let me go ahead and talk about, me really quick. So for me, my mindset right now is definitely to just protect everybody around me. I mean, before, I never really had that. I never really had a reason to. I mean, Catherine's a big girl. She knows how to protect herself, things like that. But once he was born, definitely that changed. I definitely want to protect them a lot more now. I mean, I have my senses just heightened to the max of, when anybody's around us, anybody comes near us, I mean, just instantly there's just this switch in me that just like turns on really quick. And I mean, I've got them like on a major stare down. I'm pretty much like staring down their soul. Like, who are you? Why are you near us? Can you back up a little bit? Things like that. So definitely I'm one of those parents that is protective, but I'm not going to be one of those overprotective parents that, won't let my child experience the world, things like that. I definitely want him to know, what's happening while he's growing up.
He was that way before I got pregnant, but once I got pregnant, like, it got not worse, but not better. I guess he became more protective, and then once he got here, like, he was, like, at his highest peak.
I mean, I still am too, and it's only getting, it keeps going up every single day as he gets older, because of course as he does get older, he's gonna start crawling, then he's gonna start walking, then before you know it, he's off to college, just like that. So definitely, my senses are just at their max right now of, protect them, make sure nobody hurts them, because if anybody does, let's just say for instance, and let's knock on wood it doesn't happen, but if anybody does come to hurt us, I definitely want to be the one to take the damage first, rather than have these two hurt, with a single scratch. Pretty much to say, somebody came in, blazing guns, I'd rather be the one to die than have these two, get anywhere, near injured. I definitely want them to be 100% safe. But before he was here, I was definitely out with my friends. I was having fun. I was getting it all out of my conscience, because I knew once he was here, I don't exactly want to say that it was going to stop, but essentially it did. And that was my choice. I stopped it because I still had the option of going out. I was still allowed to, but
don't want to say allowed. He still could. Like, I wasn't going to tell him no, but basically once we moved, he did stop. He stopped for a few weeks, and it wasn't until like a couple weeks before he was born that he started going out again. And that was before we knew that I was getting induced, so that he was coming 3 weeks earlier than we planned. It was like the very last night he went out. We found out a couple of days later that I was getting induced, or induced the next week. So it worked out.
It worked out really well. I mean, there was a lot of things that I was doing that I shouldn't have been doing. There was things that I was just letting run my life that were just taking over me, and my conscience wasn't clear of it. So once I was able to have my fun, get it all out of my conscience, then definitely I became a lot happier as well. I stayed home, I was here for them. I quit going out, things like that.
And I know some people are going to be like, oh, you went out and just left her pregnant at home alone. And it's like, yeah, I cared, but at the same time, if I really cared, I wouldn't have let him go out.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, she would have told me something.
I would have been like, no, like, I don't want you to go out. And there were times where I had a bad feeling that something around the complex was, like, I just felt something was bad. Like, I felt like something was going to happen. And I would tell him, like, I don't want you to go out. And, I mean, he wouldn't. Or if I didn't feel good, which, I mean, if you're pregnant, you know, you sometimes don't feel good. It's like, I would ask him not to go out, and he wouldn't. But if I had a huge problem with it, like,
you know, she would have voiced her opinion to me.
Yeah.
I would have listened as well. But I mean, you know, she never said no, so of course I went out, I had my fun.
And he did always ask. It wasn't just like, hey, I'm gonna go out, I'll be back later.
Yeah, I mean, that was my biggest thing too, was I always asked. But, you know, once I had my fun and I got it out of my system and everything, I started staying home and I started realizing, like, okay, work hasn't called me back. When am I gonna get a call? So all these are places that I had applied. You know, fast forward a few weeks, you know, I called my mom and I said, hey, like, this is everything going wrong in my life. We need to move back to San Antonio, but we don't have money to get a place. She opened her door. She said, you know, take over the few rooms that you always had, because I had 2 rooms to myself when I was living here with my parents. And my dad had the very front room, which was just like an open office. Once we moved back in, I mean, I took over the office, which he converted into like a private study. And it's now my game station. I mean, it's where the TV is. We have a couch in here. So pretty much all the
Like
video.
our own kind of living room type.
Yeah, pretty much. It's, you know, it's our own kind of living room. And then we have the 2 rooms that I was staying in. One of them was my old game room, which is now all his room and kind of a storage as well. And then we have our room, which has the bed, you know, a smaller TV, dresser, all that fun stuff. But, you know, my parents, you know, they said, you know, don't worry about it. Come move in with us, you know, get y'all's lives back on track, start making y'all's money and start, you know, making something of yourselves. So definitely I couldn't thank them enough, because they opened their doors again and they said, you know, come back in and just get yourselves together. We basically just hit a wall that, you know, there was no way of getting around, there was no way of getting over it, and we weren't gonna turn back, because if we turned back, we were just gonna go back to a life of pretty much just living hell, and we didn't want that. So we came back to San Antonio, and I kind of threw, you know, the idea of, hey, let's start a YouTube channel. Let's see how that goes. Let's see where it takes us. And immediately, I mean, you know, we got 20 subscribers within a couple days. We're racking up a couple hundred views a video. So thank you guys so much for your support, for watching our videos, for subscribing as well. Really, if it wasn't for you guys, you know, racking up these few hundred views that we're getting, definitely we wouldn't be motivated to continue on.
And we have been absent for about a week now. But like we said no, we didn't say it. Well, he had a procedure last week, so he's been super fussy. So I'm nursing, so he's always wanted to be on me. He's been attached to me the past couple days. And I mean, he's nursing right now. So that's kind of why we haven't really been able to really film anything, mainly because of him, but also because
there was just a lot of things going on in our lives. So definitely, I mean, all that stuff, we've gone past it, we've finished it and everything. So definitely we're going to be back on the grind to start recording, to start uploading, and to pretty much just start continuing our YouTube channel. But definitely, you know, once he was born, like I said, my senses were heightened up to the max. I'm a lot more happier now that I've gotten rid of all the negative in my life. I've gotten rid of all the bad things that I was doing, and pretty much just all the negative crap that was, you know, just clouding me, surrounding me. I got rid of it all. I left it all behind, and now that we're back in San Antonio, I've kind of renewed myself. You know, I'm a lot happier, and you know, I'm back on track to finding work. Another part-time job so I can get certifications, so I can get into a full-time job. Or if YouTube does work out for us, then definitely that's what we want to pursue as well.
Like, our lives literally changed within 40 minutes. Not just moving to San Antonio, but I mean, the 40 minutes from the time I started pushing to the time he came out, I mean, everything just
flipped.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a complete 180. We went from maybe nothing will change, not much will change, to everything changed. I mean, honestly, that was my mindset before he was born, was nothing's gonna change, nothing really is gonna be, different. We're gonna live our lives normally, just now with the baby. Once he came, we very quickly realized that is not the case. Everything changed, like we said. I mean, I knew I had to get rid of all the negative things in my life, and I did. I got rid of the negative people in my life, really quick. I dropped them. And definitely, now that it's 2018, it is a new year. One of my resolutions is to keep myself around positive people, keep myself around people that are going to make me happy, and also at the same time, I want to make other people happy, which is why I actually really, we took on YouTube, because we've seen how different creators out there are just always giving back to the community, to their followers, things like that. And it's always made me feel good inside, like, these people are killing it and they're not taking it all for themselves. They're always giving back in a way. And that's something that I really want to do. I always want to give back. And again, it's because of you guys, that we're able to do this. We're able to start taking it seriously a bit more. And, it gives us a bit more motivation to start YouTube, because it was just a crazy idea that I threw out one day. And literally 2 days later, we were in Best Buy spending $300 on all kinds of equipment that we really didn't need, but we wanted it. And definitely it's made us a lot happier in the end.
And at first we really wanted this to be like a vlogging channel. Like, we wanted to vlog, but I mean, we realized that there's other teen parents out there, and you see all these videos of like teen parent daily routines, morning routines, advice videos, all this, and I don't want to say like we want to be one of those, but at the same time we kind of do, because like we want to say like you're not alone, like you're not the only teen parent,
you're not the only young ones out there. And
yeah, we aren't exactly teens, but we're not quite adults either. I mean, we're 19 and 20, so yeah, we're out of he's out of the teens, I'm almost out of the teens, but I mean, we're still young. We still understand like what it's like to be young parents. Yeah.
And I mean, just because you're 20, 21 doesn't exactly mean that you've matured 100%,
I've seen like 30-year-olds that still aren't mature.
Yeah, I mean, one of my old bosses, he was 25, and I mean, the dude had the mindset of a 16-year-old. I mean, you ticked him off just a little bit and he was making it World War III. So, just because you're older doesn't mean you've matured mentally, which now that he's here, I mean, like I said, our mindsets have just changed completely.
And it's like we've matured, but we haven't matured 100%. Like, we still don't know what the world has
in store for us. But guys, thank you so much for your support, for subscribing, for watching our videos. Some of y'all have been commenting as well. I know a lot of you guys are Catherine's friends, but still, thank you for showing us support, for showing us that, you guys want to watch our videos, and, you guys are here to really just see what it's like for us to be young parents. I know a lot of you guys are going to be curious as far as, what do they go through as young parents, whether you don't have kids or whether you're expecting or just something in general.
Or even if you're just wondering.
Yeah, even if you're just curious, we want to tell our story to you guys. We want to show you what it's like to be young parents, what it's like to be in our lives, because, YouTube has always been something that's been very dear to me since I was like 12, but I never took it seriously. And now that I know that you're able to, I want to. So YouTube's always been something that's been very fun for me to do, and I've been passionate about it, and I want to pursue it. As well as IT, I want to go for that as well. And then Catherine, I mean, she's just kind of along for the ride, you know, coming with me, but I can vouch so far she's having fun with it as well. But guys, if we left any questions unanswered, go ahead and comment them down below. Definitely we will reply back to your comments, and we will even make a follow-up video as far as, you know, a Q&A.
Well, if we make a Q&A, we may not reply to your comment. Well, we will reply, we just won't reply to the answer. You'll have to stay tuned for the video.
Yeah. So definitely, if there's anything left, you know, unanswered, go ahead and comment down below, whether it's one question or 100 questions. Go ahead and throw it down in the comments below. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It lets us know that you enjoyed it. And we will see you guys in the next video. See y'all.
Bye.